Have you heard? Nigerian president needs a raise. Wonder why Alhaji Otona. What's up, my people? It's your girl, Benny. They said that the president's salary is only 1.5 million naira. Therefore, he needs a raise. Not just him, but ministers and other public officials. But my first question is why? Why? Did you guys see Alhaji protest? Alhaji protesting? Did he protest? Have you seen any politician carrying a placard? Increase my salary or life is hard. Have you seen any protests by these politicians? Because that is what regular citizens have to do before these same politicians will think about increasing our salaries. But sometimes this protest could last for months or even years in some cases before they will effect the increase in minimum wage. But in this equation, Alhaji did not protest. He did not stage any protest. No minister was on the road shouting about hunger. I know sometimes ago some lawmakers said that their salary is not enough. I'm sorry. It was not a protest. It did not count. So whose idea was this increase? The chairman of the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission, Alhaji Mohammed Tinubu. How are you, my father? I read the article. You were very pained that the president is getting only 1.5 million naira in salary. I said, but why? Why, Esa? Why do you do this? Why did you paint it as if that is all that Alhaji is getting? Why did you conveniently leave out all the allowances that Alhaji is getting that are usually way higher than the basic salary? Why didn't you mention the new car purchase allowance, the vehicle fueling allowance for petrol, vehicle maintenance allowance, personal assistance, domestic staff, entertainment, utilities, newspaper, wardrobe? Believe it or not, Alhaji gets wardrobe allowance. House maintenance, furniture allowance, severance gratuity, medical allowance, and so on and so forth. Did I mention hardship allowance? Because they also get hardship allowance. But you know, all of those are even chicken change. KK Lawon. More importantly, how much is Alhaji Tinubu getting as retirement benefit as a former governor of Lagos State? Tell us what Tinubu approved for himself when he was governor of Lagos State. I forgot. The man used to be a lawmaker as well. How much is he getting paid as a former lawmaker of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Because all our senators are getting pension. Can you imagine? So how much is Alhaji getting as a former senator, as a former governor, and now all the allowances that come with him being a president? We know the first lady is also getting all kinds of allowances. I mean, if Tinubu is so short on money, how is the wife donating billions of naira here and there? And you are painting it as if it is only 1.5 million that Alhaji is taking home every month. I don't like it. I don't like it. Because now you are painting it as if Alhaji is hungry. As if my father is suffering. What can don't make me upset. By the way, me, I'm on your side. If you think Alhaji needs a raise, oh yeah. But before we do the raise, don't you think it would be good for you to let us know how much he's getting in all these areas that we have mentioned, so that we can now take a critical look at the poverty level of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? The same thing applies to all our ministers and public officials, by the way. Meanwhile, if these officials are living in poverty, according to my father, and they are in dire need of a raise, then what would you say about the people that are working daytime, nighttime, part-time, and overtime, getting minimum wage of 70,000? Most of them no allowance. In fact, remember that compassion, that copper that spoke up on behalf of all the coppers about this discrepancy, and her video went viral. And because she called you out, because this lady put you to shame, you now affected the salaries of COP members. Remember that lady, Auntie Rita? You guys will not believe that they refused to give her certificate upon completing her NYC. Oh no, as in somebody that you should celebrate. NYC said it is not because of the videos that she made, though, that Nigerians should not politicize what happened. That is just a normal disciplinary procedure for her not attending the April biometric clearance exercise. I said, shoo. So you waited till August Since April, you waited till August, you waited till it was time for her to graduate before you will bring this up. In fact, they did not tell her. Until people started crying out that how can you not give her her certificate? Now you want us to believe this is not political? After a whole year of serving the country, the devil is a liar. The people that are collecting 70k per month, do they get a different price at the market when they go to buy rice and beans compared to public officials? Guys, I know I joke a lot, but honestly, if truly we are ready to fix Nigeria, one of the things that we must do is drastically reduce the salaries and allowances of government officials so that only those who truly want to serve the people will run for office or accept political appointments. As it is right now, guys, most of our politicians, let me not say all, we still have some of them that have the fear of God, but most of them are actually there because of the money that they will be able to siphon. So we have to make politics unattractive. We have to drastically cut down the cost of governance. We have to seriously reduce the salaries of all government officials so that they are not going there for the money. And we have to make it impossible for them to steal money so that they are not going there for money, but to serve the people. Honestly, I think if we're ready to fix Nigeria, that's the first thing that we will do. Now, speaking of officials, guys, the Senate President would like to put an end to the rumor going around though. You guys know Nigerians. They've been saying all kinds of things about the man just because every time we see him lately, the man is using a walking stick. Then, like here. And there's another video.
Welcome to my own brother.
And then there's another video. There are many other videos of my people that we will not play. And so many pictures of him using a walking stick. And he's been walking kind of slowly, as you guys must have noticed in some of these videos. So people are concerned. You know, they are just trying to make sure everything is okay. They are saying that maybe the man is not well, especially because he recently went to London. And Nigerians are saying maybe it was for medical treatment. So the man had to come out to dismiss the thoughts of the enemies of progress.
There were lots and lots of rumors. Where is the Senate President? So I said, oh, I thought people didn't love me. so I had thousands of calls from everywhere. And I kept saying, I'm okay, I'm okay. And they said, are you sure? Are you sure? One particular emir, he said, okay, if you're okay, put it on video. Let me see your face. So I did, and we started laughing. He said, okay, I'm satisfied. So,
you see, there you have it. He didn't know Nigerians care about him until now that they started asking about his health. So we don't make fun of people's health on this show. Anything can happen to anybody. But if nothing else, at least it should be a moral obligation for public officials to disclose the state of their health, especially if it affects their productivity. You are serving people if you are not able to let them know. And all people will do is pray for you. I'm very sure that many of you watching this, you are praying right now for the Senate President. Thank you so much. I appreciate you on behalf of the Senate President. Positive prayers, you know, because I know some of you. Okay. Me and Kolido, we are praying for you. Positive prayers. You can be rest assured. By the way, he said some things during that press conference that I think you guys need to hear.
legislations that are in the making, such as the gender equality issue. We may not achieve gender equality, but we said gender inclusion. We want to make sure that we have more women in the parliament, and so we are trying to look at ways and means of achieving that to ensure that next time we come to the Senate, for instance, we will not have only 3 or 4 women in the Senate. We should have more women in the Senate. We are tinkering with parts of the Constitution to see where and where we can include more women in the parliament.
I don't get it. Is this thing by mouth? Is it by mouth? What about the women that you already have? How are you treating them? But you want us to think that you are rooting for more women representation. This man is trying to mess with our mind. Remember those who came on my show, by the way, to share their experience with Sandra Duru. Remember that woman in The America? They've arrested Uncle Obina twice now, picking him up in the middle of the night because of his interview on Sandra Duru. And it's been 3 different times now that they've arrested the first woman that came on the show, Frances, also because she shared her experience with Sandra Duru. These are witnesses, people that should be protected. It broke my heart when I heard that they allegedly tried to get them to change their account about what they said on my show. They allegedly want them to change their story and say that they lied about Sandra Duru and that they lied about the Senate President allegedly being involved. Can you imagine? Shout out to both of them for standing their ground. But everyone has a limit. They keep picking them up, jailing them for weeks, trying to get them to deny everything that they said on the show. How is this fair, Mr. Senate President? And you want us to believe that you're rooting for women? Any small thing now, you will say you have daughters. Have you not heard that the witnesses against Sandra Duru, the people who spoke against Sandra Duru on my show, have been arrested over and over? Haba, eberu long. You know, people are already talking. They are saying that maybe you are the one behind it. I said, how can you be the one behind it? You that is rooting for women. But just in case you know anything about it, help us free these people. Stop going after them. They just released them again last weekend. I'm praying to God that they won't pick them up again, because I've updated a couple of times that they arrested them, but they keep rearresting them. It's not fair. Shout out to them for standing their ground. These are people that have family, that have children. Honestly, guys, they are supposed to protect these people as witnesses. Instead, they are harassing them. And by the way, they are allegedly arresting these people based on petitions by Sandra Duru. How is it that police in Nigeria are arresting witnesses allegedly based on the petitions of someone living in America? Meanwhile, all the petitions written by that female senator, Senator Natasha Akpoti, have all been ignored till today. In fact, the Senate Committee on Ethics declared her sexual harassment petition as dead on arrival. Yet we are doing a press conference on having more women at the Senate. I beg. I beg. Let me know if anybody is doing night vigil for the Senate President in the comment section, so that because some of us want to join you. Positive prayers. Shout out to a couple that watches this show. Congratulations to an amazing couple that recently became mommy and dad. I'm talking about the one and only gospel singer Uncle Myro S.A. and our favorite Arise News presenter Auntie Ayo Myro S.A. who welcomed twins this summer, a boy and a girl. Congratulations, guys. I've been wanting to do shout out for a long time, but I was hoping for the babies' pictures, but they are not ready to post the pictures of their babies. So we are using the pictures of mommy when she was pregnant. If you don't already, please follow both of them on Instagram. You'll be glad that you are following them. They post inspiring content. So please follow them on Instagram. More importantly, because we are all waiting for the date of the Thanksgiving service in Lagos. So follow them so you know the date and the venue, so that we can all eat jollof rice, not the Ghanaian one, but the real Nigerian authentic jollof rice. I love you guys. Congratulations. Don't forget to subscribe if you're yet to. Alright, y'all, it's Miri and I'm keeping it up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Until next time, I must see you all later. Peace out.